She's with me, single dad spoke calmly. The billionaire heiress stood frozen at the table. The restaurant fell silent. Every head turned toward table 7, where a little girl in a wrinkled dress stood trembling, her hand still reaching toward the water glass she'd just knocked over. The liquid pooled across white linen, dripping onto the marble floor. And across from her sat Elena Whitmore, the woman whose face graced magazine covers, whose family name was carved into hospital wings and museum galleries. The billionaire heiress didn't move. She just stared at the spreading stain on her designer dress, her expression unreadable. That's when he spoke. 3 simple words that would change everything. She's with me. Before we dive into this incredible story, if you love heartwarming tales that restore your faith in humanity, please hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for heartfelt moments. Leave a comment below telling us about a time when someone showed you unexpected kindness. And if this story touches your heart, give it a like so we can share more stories like this one. Now, let's continue. Marcus Chen had been a single father for 3 years. His wife Sarah had passed away suddenly, leaving him alone with their daughter Lily, who was just 4 years old at the time. The grief had been crushing, but Marcus had no choice except to keep going. He worked double shifts as a nurse at County General, picked Lily up from after-school care every evening, and tried his best to be both mom and dad to a little girl who still sometimes cried for her mother in the night. Tonight was supposed to be special. It was Lily's 7th birthday, and Marcus had saved for months to take her somewhere nice. She'd been so brave lately, so grown up about everything. She never complained when dinner was late or when her dad was too tired to read an extra bedtime story. She deserved something beautiful. The restaurant was fancier than anywhere Marcus usually went. Crystal chandeliers, fresh flowers on every table, waiters in crisp black suits. Lily's eyes had gone wide when they walked in. She'd smoothed down her best dress, the pink one with the small tear near the hem that Marcus kept meaning to fix. She'd asked him 3 times if it was really okay to be there, if they were allowed. Of course we're allowed, sweetheart, he'd told her, squeezing her hand. It's your birthday. You can go anywhere you want. They'd been seated near the center of the dining room. Lily had been so careful, so aware of every movement. She studied the other diners, trying to copy their manners. She folded her napkin in her lap just so. She spoke in whispers. Marcus's heart had ached watching her try so hard to belong. Then it happened. Lily had been reaching for her water glass when her sleeve caught the edge. Everything seemed to move in slow motion. The glass tipped, water arced through the air, and before either of them could react, it splashed directly onto the woman at the next table. Elena Whitmore. Marcus recognized her immediately. Everyone did. Her face had been in the news just last week, something about a $50 million donation to children's hospitals. She wore elegance like armor, her dark hair swept into a perfect chignon, her black dress probably worth more than Marcus made in 6 months. Lily froze. Her small face crumpled, tears flooding her eyes. The entire restaurant had gone quiet, all those expensive faces turning to watch the disaster unfold. Marcus saw his daughter's humiliation, saw her shrinking into herself, and something fierce rose in his chest. He stood up calmly and walked to her side. That's when he said it, his voice steady and clear in the silent room. She's with me. 3 words. But they meant everything. They meant, I see you judging my daughter. I see you waiting to see how this plays out. And I'm telling you right now that whatever happens, she doesn't face it alone. She's with me. She's mine. And I will stand between her and anything that tries to hurt her. Elena Whitmore looked up at him. For a long moment, nobody moved. Then something unexpected happened. Her expression softened. She reached for her own napkin and dabbed at her dress, and when she spoke, her voice was gentle. It's only water, she said. She looked directly at Lily, and there was no anger in her eyes. Only kindness. And honestly, I was just thinking how stuffy it is in here. A little water is actually quite refreshing. Lily's tears spilled over, but now they were tears of relief. I'm so sorry, she whispered. I didn't mean to. I ruined your dress. Elena smiled, and it transformed her face completely. Sweetheart, dresses can be cleaned. But you know what can't be fixed? A birthday ruined by an accident. It is your birthday, isn't it? I heard your dad mention it. Lily nodded, unable to speak. Then there's only one thing to do, Elena said. She signaled to the waiter. Excuse me, could we get this young lady your best birthday dessert? With extra candles. And please put it on my tab, along with whatever she and her father would like for dinner. Marcus started to protest, but Elena held up her hand. Please, she said, and now she was looking at him, and he saw something in her eyes that surprised him. Understanding. Respect. Let me do this. My mother raised me alone after my father passed. I know what those double shifts feel like. I know what it costs to make magic happen for your kid. You're doing a beautiful job. The restaurant came back to life around them. Conversations resumed, but something had shifted. The waiter brought menus with a warm smile. Other diners nodded approvingly, and Lily, his brave, careful little girl, finally relaxed into her chair. As they ate, Elena stopped by their table once more before leaving. She crouched down so she was eye level with Lily. Happy birthday, she said. And remember this. The people worth knowing are the ones who understand that accidents happen. The rest don't matter. She glanced up at Marcus. You're raising her right. Keep going. 3 words in a restaurant. She's with me. It wasn't just about standing up for his daughter. It was about showing her that she was never alone, that mistakes don't define us, and that real grace, the kind that matters, comes from how we treat each other in difficult moments. Kindness isn't always grand gestures. Sometimes it's just standing beside someone when they need it most. Sometimes it's wiping away a stain and choosing gentleness over judgment. Sometimes it's 3 simple words that say, you belong here. You matter. I've got you. That's the kindness we need more of in this world. The kind that stands up. The kind that shows up. The kind that refuses to let anyone feel small or alone. Go be that kindness for someone today. You never know whose whole world you might change.